Welcome to another MPJ New Rock Album Review Show. I'm Nige, this is Dom, Andy, Paul, Chris. Welcome to my panel. If you're tuning in for the first time, we review the latest new rock album review albums released. Rate them out of 5. Will they get into our Hall of Fame? Even if they get to our top 50 albums, out our Golden Hall, because we're crazy like that. And if it's top 15 albums, maybe even to become a legend of a rock album. And it's true because we've now reviewed 526 albums. So please, if you like to listen to new bands coming through or what we think, then hit the like and subscribe button at any time and let us know your thoughts. Today we are reviewing a real up-and-coming band, or maybe not up-and-coming, but Those Damn Crows and their album A God-Shaped Hole. Now this was submitted by Trish, because Trish has seen them several times. And funny story, she basically, her and her husband both bought, unbeknown to each other, tickets to see them as an anniversary present, and then come to me and go, "Oh, we've got too many tickets. Do you want to go?" So we're actually going to see them later on this year, really, from that way. And so it's quite obviously that she absolutely loved this album. Big fan of Those Damn Crows. But we are all listening to for the first time, I presume. Anybody who heard them before? Hold your hand up. If not, I'm going to assume you haven't. So, Andy, let's start with you then. Those Damn Crows and A God-Shaped Hole. Did it blast a hole into your rock status, or was it just a pile of poo?
Well, yeah, this is a very classic sounding rock album in terms of like it could become a classic in the future. It's very confident. It's accomplished album. It's wide sounding. It's got a variety of tracks, and the music sounds big and grand. But also, I think it's open enough that actually I think it will gain like sort of a bit more appeal than just sort of the interior rock crowd. So I think these guys are going to have a very big future in front of them, without a doubt. It's got a degree of it is rock, but it's good to listen to, and it's enjoyable to listen to without a doubt. I liked all the tracks on it, and I thought it was a very, very good album indeed.
What sort of, if you had to try and pick a genre for it, would you just say it was a heavy rock album, or what?
Yes, but I think there's a degree of pop sensibilities in there as well to give it enough of a listen. I think if you were to sum it up, it would probably be like a very modern British rock. Even if that is a genre coming up from it, that's what I'd say it would be.
Well, somebody who's very British. It's Dom. Dom, likey, no likey. What did you think of Those Damn Crows?
Yeah, absolutely. I would probably call these alt rock or indie rock. I guess that's where I'd be coming from with them. I would kind of put them in a kind of same little Venn diagram as like Biffy Clyro or something like that. I think they got a very similar sound to that kind of band. Welsh, they're Welsh guys as well. Do you realise? Welsh rockers. And they have been, I know, sharing some big stages over the last year or so as kind of support to some really massive bands. I really enjoyed this album. It's kind of bouncy, sing-along choruses throughout it. There's some lighter little holding moments as well. Songs like The Night Train, I really enjoyed that. That really kind of was gripped me. They have definitely have got that special sauce that you need, I think, to take them into big places with a bit of luck. Uplifting music, sing-along rock, with some real moments of intensity and grit in there and emotion. And, the lead singer, I think he really carries the lead role really convincingly, and just got a great set of pipes on him. And it's really bloody loud as well, which I love. It's loud rock, music, great fun.
Well, somebody who's loud and brash. It's Chris. Chris, what did you think?
Copy paste Andy and Dom, combine them together, and that's it. I can't disagree with anything they've said. It starts every so often. You'll get this sort of band who can do like we were trying to classify before. It's heavy rock done really well and accessible to people who wouldn't necessarily always like heavy rock. And I think it just fits so well. It starts off the opening tones of melody is quite heavy and melodic, but it picks up quite quickly as well. They've done some really catchy tunes, poppy, a couple of poppy tracks in there as well. Brilliant vocals. Really like the vocals, and like Dom said, the lead really carries the lead, and it works really well. Not that the rest of the band needs carrying, don't get me wrong, but he brings it all together, and it works really well. I couldn't find much bad to say about this if I tried. Really, it's really good. I'm not so much a fan of some of the really poppy elements to it. It goes a little bit, very slightly too far in that direction. I usually like the heavy side of it, and that just kind of, if anything, they go a little bit too. It's almost like they're trying to appeal to the mainstream to get that audience in, which is fine if that's what they want to do. But just a little bit for me, it goes a little bit too far. But at the same time, it works really well. It's a really good album. And one of the things I will say, it takes real skill to try and do this sort of album and not go, oh, you know what, we'll put a bit of growler in here or a bit of screamo in here and just go one side or the other, because that seems to be the big thing at the minute. And they very much managed to avoid that. And I was kind of going, is it going to come? Is it going to come? Oh, it's not happening. This is great. I really enjoyed the album just for that. So, yeah.
Now then, Paul also does not appreciate the odd bit of growler or screamo, that's for sure. So he would also potentially be very happy, or was he, Paul?
There's not much more I could say than what has already been said by the rest of the panel. So, okay, those damn crows are from Bridgend, Wales, just around the corner from my hometown. But that doesn't mean they get a golden ticket for the privilege. Actually, quite the opposite. So God-Shaped Hole is a powerhouse of an album geared by what I would call stadium heavy rock. And I will put the caveat, and more. There is no doubt that this band is aiming for the big time and have produced an album capable of breaking down any door that stands in their way. Looking forward to see where it takes them and how they build on from this very solid offering.
Well, it's more than solid, that's for certain. It's bloody brilliant. It's a cracker. It's an absolute cracker. Home Run, Dancing with the Enemy, Fake, Night Train. Wow, all made by list. Brilliant. Bonus point. They don't have to prove anything from Bridgend. They get a bonus of 18 points for being from Bridgend. And my nose. No, there's a lot of really good stuff coming out of Wales at the minute in terms of rock bands. There is really a lot of really good up and coming bands, and this fitted it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Brilliant album. Absolutely brilliant. I love the phrase pop sensibility. They're just tiny little bit of elements that make it a little bit more commercial, but not overly coming back. They kind of just stop there doing that one. Thank God it's got no growlo or stuff as well. But wow, what a really... Yeah, I can see where you're going with in terms of a bit of indie, but it basically is a really great, heavy British rock album, and brilliantly done, brilliantly sung, brilliantly performed. These guys, I think, have got a real bright future. I hope so anyway. I want to hear more. I loved them. I absolutely loved them. Fantastic album. Really, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's a lot of really good albums coming out this year. I tell you what, album of the year is going to be bloody tough, isn't it? But will they make it? That's to find out. Will they get to a Hall of Fame? Will they get to a Golden Hall? Chris?
Just before we get there, Knife, I'm intrigued as to what your thoughts are on Bullet for My Valentine, who are also from Bridgend, so should get 18 bonus points, but they're also doing an awful lot of growler and screamo, so I'm just as a side topic.
They get a 1, let's put it that way, rather than a 0. Okay. For that, it's 0.18. There we go. Right, okay. Let's find out, shall we? There's no shock of shocks. I'll start with Trish. Let Trish give this album a 5. Okay, just give that a 5. I also, no shock of shocks, give this album a 5. Andy.
5. Great. Fantastic.
Dom.
Oh, you muted,
It's on
Tom.
mute. Schoolboy error. Oh dear.
That's fine. That's
There
fine.
always has to be one, and it's usually me. So
It's-
whatever.
I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4.
Why would you put yourself on mute? Why? Why do it?
Because you're all going to hate me for just giving it 4.
We might be
It was a
dropping
great
it.
album. I'm hard to please. I give it 4.
Right, well, guys, we could be dropping a 4. Let's find out. Or could we go in for 5 5s? Let's find out, shall we? Chris.
I gave it a 4.5.
Paul.
I was on the same wavelength as Chris. I give it a 4.5.
Wow, guys, this is incredible because
You know it's good when you're kicking out a 4.
because that just got 4.8, which makes it our joint top-rated album of the year. It gets it on legendary status. It becomes a legend. Now, we created this new legendary status, which basically means that it can only be 15. There can only be top 15 albums that have that legendary status, and it's gonna knock somebody out there. But first of all, before we get to that, congratulations to those damn crows. It's a 4.8, so therefore we are rating it up there with the likes of Linkin Park and Dorothy this year. So you're definitely gonna get into our top our album of the year show. That's for certain. Cracking album, congratulations. Well done, the Welsh boys. Well done. So congratulations to them. Now, however, we have to vote. You guys have voted somebody in as legislation. Now you have to vote somebody out of that legendary status. Who's it going to be? And I've sent you all the lists, which is Kick Hunter, Raven Age, Struts, Visions of Atlantis, Daughtry, Fame on Fire. Paul, let's start with you then. Who is saying goodbye to the legendary status that is out of those bands?
Well, I don't know who is going to go, but I voted out Raven Age.
Andy, now it might be a bit unfair on you because you might not have heard of any of those albums. So
That's true.
You kind of
So I have heard of I've reviewed I think 3 of them.
Okay.
So,
Well,
or 4, maybe 4.
Oh well, that's all right.
So,
Who are you saying goodbye to?
I think it might have to be the Struts.
Dom.
Oh, I went Raven Edge as well, I'm afraid.
Chris.
So I'm very much voting based on who I want to stay in, and at which point. So yeah, I'm going to go for Raven Age as well. I'm afraid.
Sorry, Raven Age.
Yeah. Trish also put Raven Age. I would have gone for Kick Hunter.
I'd go with something which I heard. So
I would have gone for Kick Hunter, even though I love the guys. Anyway, so I mean, you're still in Hall of Fame Golden Halls, but congratulations to those damn crows. You become a legend. One of the 15 albums that we rate as a legendary album. Congratulations, amazing album, terrific. Well done, everybody. So, do you agree? Do you disagree? What did you think? Let us know. And thank you very much to my wonderful panel. Well done to Trish for submitting them. Well done to Andy, to Dom, to Chris, and to Paul. Goodbye. Keep on rocking.